Hello.
Nice to be here.
Nice to see you, Elke. Nice to have you on here today and talk about your online business journey.
Yes, I would
Yeah,
love to.
yes. Take us back to the time where you were not online yet. How did your business look like?
Oh my goodness, I was always online. I never had an offline business. I had my first business in 2006 doing making wedding cards, handmade, and I only sold them online. And later on, I started sewing, and I had sewing patterns online.
Yeah.
Then I had my sewing camps you were just talking about. And then I joined SOMBA Momentum, actually. I
Yeah.
straight went into Momentum.
Yeah.
And I can remember that in summer, you offered that we could participate in something called SOMBA Summer School.
Yes.
And that was basically SOMBA Kickstart, just with a different name in a different season of the year.
Yeah.
And I was like, should I do this or shouldn't I? And then I decided to do it. And I had, I don't know, about 250 to 300 participants. It was a course about, it was called Alles passt zusammen, everything goes together with regards to clothing. And from that, I launched my membership.
Yeah.
So that was all thanks to SOMBA Summer School. I have now, it's about 4.5 years now, and I still run my online membership. And it's a great model to have this recurring revenue. That's what I am really into.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's, I was never offline business-wise.
Could you estimate how much money your membership has made you? Just the membership? Can you know?
I think about 400K.
Yeah.
I would have to need to calculate, but I suppose something around
Yeah.
this over the years.
Over
So
the years. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's about,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's a great, for someone who's thinking, membership, typically it's low price. Does it really make you money? Well, you got to have enough people in it.
Yeah, of course. It's not a high price. I don't have any higher priced products, just for everyone to get an idea. Since Katja talked about, I don't know, a 3K program, my most expensive product at the moment is 370 euro.
Yeah. And the membership, what's the price per month?
I know we had discussions about this many times. I started at 189 for 1 year, which is a really low price, and now I'm at about 350, so 349 euro for 1 year.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like in Germany you say it's kleckert, it comes in small bits into your business, but it comes much more often than when you launch a program which is I don't know, a few thousand euros. It's just a different kind of receiving the money, I would say.
Yes. Yes. Very true. And, memberships are great as long as you know that you will get enough people. And I think sometimes people go into memberships a little bit too early or with yeah. So your membership, how many members do you have today?
At the moment it's about 250.
Yeah.
But not all of them pay 350 euro, because some of them have been in there for a few years. So
Yeah.
they still get the old price they joined at. And I also have like monthly payments and quarterly payments. So I have tried many different things over the years. I've tried launching it,
Yeah.
like only opening it up like 3 times a year, something like this. I
Mhm.
also had it open for how do you say, evergreen open, so you could join anytime.
Yeah.
Now it's a combination of both, more or less.
Yeah. That's probably the best way. Behind the scenes in and launching on the outside.
Yeah. I think what's really important is to find out what kind of a person you are, what kind of a business person you are. Of course, in the beginning, you might not know it yet, But when I did my sewing patterns, I really loved this concept of first putting the work in and then just selling it as many times as I would like to. So for me, it was a switch to go to online courses first when I joined SOMBA Momentum. And the reason I joined was I never planned to have a business. So I didn't start a business to start a business. I just was very curious about everything that was happening around me. I was interested in sewing, so I started sewing. I was, okay, I saw some blogs, I could do a blog. So it just developed like this. I saw people doing a sewing pattern. I'm like, could I do this? I have actually no formal education in sewing, so I thought, okay, I can, pay someone to do the stuff that I'm not trained to do. And this is how it developed. And I never had like a real strategy from the beginning, it's just like trying stuff. Then I saw people doing podcasts. And, okay, I can do this as well. So I had like a collection of many different things, and I was offering most of it for free. So that's how I built my community. And then I had to kind of get them used to paying me for the services or products I delivered. So that was a bit hard for me to do. And the reason I joined in 2019 was that my husband always was saying, I want to come into your business and let's do this together and make this big and so on. And he had some changes in his job. And then I thought, okay, actually, I didn't really want to do it because he was so much he was like managing people, and I thought he would then want to be the alpha, and so I saw some conflict potential. And then we said, okay, we don't know if it's going to work if we don't try it. So we said, okay, let's do it. But then, of course, we needed more income, like a lot of more income, because we have 3 kids. And if this business should sustain the whole family. So that's why we then discussed we could start with online courses, and I joined Momentum.
Yeah.
So then for 4 years we did it together. Yeah. And last year we separated business-wise, not relationship-wise, because I wanted to separate it, especially after the Corona thing, just to let people know that there's so many ways you can do your business. You don't have to do it alone.
Yeah.
So for some people it works well with a partner. For me, I decided, no, I don't want to go this route anymore. I want us to have separate incomes, which is also for our family a better situation. In business you have this kind of income, and you never know exactly what's coming next month. So for some people that's fine, and for my husband it was a bit stressful to not have this safety of a regular income.
Well, you know that I have hired and fired my husband too, so I know. He sometimes asks, am I now in the business or am I out again?
No, we're very clear. The only thing my husband still does is accounting. Which I'm very happy about.
But you have experimented a lot. You don't just teach people sewing. You also added color into it as well. So can you tell a little bit about the other products, like besides the membership, what other products do you have?
Yeah, so actually the membership is called Näh deinen Stil. So it's translated into Sew Your Style. And ever since I started that membership, my focus wasn't on the sewing alone anymore. It was always in combination with finding your style and sewing your own style. In 2021, I added a new brand and product, which is called Farbfitterie. You could just say it's a color fitting brand where you can get your colors done online, and we send you out a color palette individual to your colors. It also works very well together with Sew Your Style, because we have many clients who buy the color palette and then continue working with the color palette in the sewing membership. And actually, when I read that you announced me as a sewing coach, that's not what I'm doing anymore. And I realized this even more when you were talking in 12 days of masterclasses about the ideal client, and then that it can evolve and you have to reassess it again and again. So I think it's true, because it can evolve. For me, it was from only sewing into Sew Your Style, and now it's more into the styling topic. So but that's what my business has been about all the time. It's always what I'm personally more interested in. That's where the business goes, basically.
Yeah. And that makes a lot of sense. Like, we change, and therefore our business change, and our clients change with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you still have clients with you for years because they are on this journey with you.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting. If you remember, during the pandemic, when I was in your mastermind group, we had a discussion about to do a freebie when the pandemic started. And you said we have to do something to support the people who are now in the pandemic situation, to either help them mentally or entertain them or do something.
Yeah.
And you said, why don't you do like a mask sewing pattern? And I was like, come on, this is so easy. Why? And there's so many around. Why should I offer this little thing?
Yeah.
And
Who am I to do that?
yeah, no, it was not who am I to do it, more like it's there. Why should I, add another one? That was my idea. And you kind of pushed me into doing it anyway. And that was really great, because our server broke down because so many people wanted to download it at once. And on my YouTube channel, the video I did to explain how to sew it, a tutorial, I think now has over 500,000 views. Of course, no one watches it anymore, luckily, but it exploded my email list.
Yeah.
And I still have people who joined during that period and then bought something from me. So it was a really interesting experience. Yeah.
Ultimate freebie.
That was an ultimate freebie, but it doesn't work anymore.
No. It's noticing what is on people's minds, and that comes back to the ideal client. Like,
Yeah.
Figure out what your ideal client is thinking about, and then if you can solve their problems, like in this case with an offer that they jump on, that's how you grow your email lists, make more money. And yeah, I love that. I love that you shared a very different business model.
Yeah.
I love the membership model, as long as you have enough members, not just 2 or 3, in addition to online courses. And I think that's a great thing. We have had several people do a free 4-week online course and launch a membership, just like you did. So thank you for sharing that, Elke. And thank you for coming on today. It's always a joy to talk to you. And we'll make sure we update. You're not a sewing coach anymore. We'll update that.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Sigrun.
Thank you.